Hello, everyone.
You're the worst.
I love our intro.
Anyway, I believe we're calling this the Bad Haircast because why not?
Yeah.
And
So
this
like
podcast,
the flagship podcast?
yeah,
for the
pretty
whole
much.
thing?
And we're just going to be talking about the various pop culture things that are going on and probably go on multiple tangents because that's who we are as human beings, right?
You're a great host.
I know, right?
Words into my
That's
mouth.
just people.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
people in general. Yeah, we're just like you. We're regular folks.
We should introduce ourselves.
Yes. Well, I'm Chris.
I'm
let's just-
Simone.
No, you aren't. I'm Fran. Hello.
Fran, tell me about yourself.
I am.
Can't put people on the spot like
God
that.
damn it! What do I
job.
What do I start? 1994, April 22nd. I was born in Spain.
Skip to the end.
And then I died at the age of 81.
Oh boy.
Yeah, in a car.
81. That's like you're achieving. You have high goals there.
That's a pretty good lifespan.
Yeah, yeah. At this rate, I don't know.
In a car accident, not of
All
old
the
age.
heroin I do.
So
Yeah, it
you
was
live longer than 81 years.
after. Yeah.
Tell me
the
what
thing.
you like doing.
I like to play video games and rugby. I also play rugby. I don't think of any other hobbies I have.
Sorry.
I like to waste a lot of time on the internet.
Fair.
Or I don't like to, but I do it.
Right.
Yeah, it's like
Tell me what you hate about yourself.
yeah. And I want
Give me some shit to work with.
some interesting nuggets.
Yeah.
And I'm senior in college, and I don't know what I want to do with my life. I have a little, midlife or quarter.
You don't know what
crisis.
you're doing, but do you know what you want to do?
No.
Really? I thought you
question.
had an idea.
Well, it's like I thought that I wanted to be a programmer and working for like tech companies and just making just tons of money doing that. But then I was like, that's boring, and I don't think I want to do that for the rest of my life. So,
Oh wow.
so now
Okay.
I want to use right now. So I had a little like breakdown, and I was like, fuck, what am I doing with my life? And now I think right now I want to do something more creative, but I'm not creative. So I think what I want to do is help people that are creative be creative.
You're creative.
Is there
How do I
any...
top that? How do I top your story?
Oh, you can't.
Well, before that, I want to ask Francisco here. Is there any type of medium you want to work in? Is there video games, perhaps?
Funny that you bring that up. It's almost as if we talked about this a couple times before that. That's so
well,
weird.
tell everyone else.
Yeah, no, so, I don't really know exactly, but I know that, like, I can program, and you need to program to make video games.
Obviously,
and I like to play video games, and I always like to play video games,
Yeah.
and I find them very, like, near and dear to my heart. So, and, like, people that make video games are also creative in their creative process, and so they're pretty cool. So, I think that I'd be down to, like, work in video games. Because also, apparently, it doesn't pay... This is very important to me. Money. Super important. That's all. That's the most important thing I think in life. I think we all agree on that.
Yeah.
Because money is the most... No, but, like, I think that...
What about love?
What is...
Love.
No,
It can't pay the gas bill with love. I
yeah,
guess.
you can. And, I mean, you can't, like... It's, like, with love... Like, you can have a lot of it, and you can keep trying to get more love, but at the end of the day, like, when you're on your deathbed, like, you're not going to think about, like, you know, love for the people that you love. It's more about, like, how much money do I have, you know? So...
Wow, you suck.
No. No. But... no, but I was thinking, like, oh, maybe I should, like, be... I don't know. I was thinking, like, all the things I want to do, and I realized, like, some things I like, do want to be able to make a living.
Sure.
And I think that being a programmer for, like, video games doesn't make as much money as other things, but it will be okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway.
Well,
yeah.
good luck with you, I guess.
Thank you. So yeah.
Let us know how that goes in the near future.
Thank you. I still haven't told my parents.
When you're 81 years old, we'll look back at this podcast.
Are we staring at your car as it crashes into presumably a light pole?
Oh boy.
So you're living hard.
Simone.
What?
I want to know all about you now.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone, in case I haven't said it enough already. I am a student, and I write, but I kind of hate it. So I am also in a very similar boat where I don't really know what I want to do. I just like helping creative people. So, that's all really.
Okay, but you can't program. You're not a programmer.
I took one. I took 2 programming classes. I nearly failed one and then quit it. And then I was like, I'm going to take an even harder one. And then I nearly failed that one too.
Oh, boy.
So...
wait, sorry.
Do you need me to go through that again? I hated myself, and then I was like, I need to hate myself more. The end of story.
I failed this one, so I'm going to take it even harder.
I almost failed it.
Oh, gotcha.
I actually withdrew from it.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, who cares?
But you got a little more time to think about it than this guy
Not
over
much.
here. Francisco here is graduating, and you got another year.
Yeah,
so.
This is the most boring conversation. Oh God, sorry.
I'm just saying, we're trying to figure out your life here. That's what
why
this
do you need
episode's
to know about my life?
So why do you think
Tell
that
me about your pain.
Yeah.
Your pain.
How does that make you feel?
God, I don't want to go back to therapy.
Yeah.
Oh boy. All right.
that came up as super dark. I didn't
This
mean it
is-
that way.
It's the wrong podcast
this
for that,
is-
I think.
It's been elaborate. It's an intervention.
Yeah. Everything's
Hey,
been leading up to this. We're building this multimedia empire to
Chris,
help you.
Chris,
Multimedia. we spent all these years
All these years.
and have killed all these people.
Chris, you can't ask us to talk and then not talk about yourself.
Okay, what do you want to hear about me? Just
Just
ask
tell me
anything.
about your pain.
Tell me.
What makes you pain?
Oh, my
What makes you
pain?
cry in the middle of the night?
You
What
know,
keeps you up?
I had a
That's a
panic
great
attack.
question.
I had a panic attack a few weeks ago because I am also graduating, just like young Francisco here, and I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Young Fran.
Young Fran. Yeah, no, and I literally just started texting all of my creative friends like, hey, do you know what you're doing? Hey, do you know what you're doing? Hey, do you know what you're doing? And everyone's
I
like,
didn't get one of those texts.
oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, oh, you said creative friends.
Yes, yeah.
You said friends.
You're not one of them.
You said friends.
Yeah, well, I too am a student here.
We never established where here is.
This is Carnegie Mellon University in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania,
in the United States of the U.S. of A.
Yes, the date we are recording this on the 20th. This is the 20th.
No, it's not. No
It's
way.
the 20th. 21st.
21st.
of
You suck.
February. Sunday. It is 7-something p.m.
2016.
Yeah, 20. The
2K16.
year of our
2K16.
Lord. 2016. Yeah. No, I am a writer. I also do information systems, so I'm pretty much done with that now. Write a little sketch comedy, do some theater stuff, do some film stuff. That's pretty much me in a nutshell. Yeah, I don't have too much to talk about with my pain, I guess.
What are you doing after graduation?
Oh God!
Yeah,
oh,
that's
the
right.
Pain.
That's
I feel
right.
the pain now. Oh boy. Anyway,
Yeah.
moving on.
Well, seriously, though, do you know what you're doing? Or?
No, I have no idea. I am probably going to stay in Pittsburgh for a bit,
Nice,
but I have to
hope to as
find.
well.
I have to. Yeah, you have to because you still go to school
But,
here.
I want to stay even after I graduate
Yeah,
for a little while.
Do you want to stay in?
Well, you know what's crazy
Francisco?
is that, yeah, I want to stay. I think the plan for me is to try to stay here for another year to study
Huh.
or do video games and shit.
Sure.
But it's weird because I always everyone's like, oh, Pittsburgh, Schittsburg sucks and the weather sucks and I just need to get out of here. But then everyone,
I've never heard people say shitburgs. That's hilarious.
Well, you've never heard Schittsburg? Good.
Sarcasm.
So
but,
funny.
very original.
Although I have actually never heard anybody actually say
Oh,
shitburg.
okay.
Good. Because I find it so offensive.
I know. It's
Yes,
a nice
as a
town.
native Pittsburgher.
Exactly. As someone
Oh,
who's
I'm not
born and
native.
raised
I'm
in
from
Connecticut.
Detroit, so.
Yeah, we're joking because we're not native Pittsburghers.
Oh,
either.
I didn't know about you.
I'm from Connecticut.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm,
Philadelphia.
Yeah, nobody. Connecticut. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Anyway, but
Connecticut.
I don't know. I feel like I talk to people and people actually like Pittsburgh a lot.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
a nice city. It's beautiful in the summer.
Yeah.
Winter, not so much.
Winter is rough.
Yeah, we're getting to the end of that now. It's actually 50 degrees today, which is pretty nice.
Yeah, but it's probably gonna get crazy cold again.
Yeah.
Or it's gonna be kind of shitty in March too,
There's
because
going to be like a
rain
fucking
lot.
hailstorm
Yeah.
this weekend. I'm joking,
Exciting.
but I
Is
can
it actually
very well-
supposed to hailstorm?
No. I hope
Well,
not. I
actually,
hope I didn't
probably
jinx
will.
it.
No, you're right. No. I would be surprised if it didn't hailstorm.
And the next day will be like tropical weather because that's how Pittsburgh works.
Yeah, it's the worst.
You guys do anything interesting this weekend?
So,
No. Literally nothing. I tried dyeing my hair
Oh, okay.
And
What
it's
color?
gray now, partially.
Oh, it's kind of like the blue greenish that.
Yeah, okay,
used to.
the
I love that
blue-green
color.
that didn't leave
Yeah.
is still stuck there.
Right.
I, dyed my hair a few months ago, and it never left.
Right.
So I was like, screw it, I'm going to just go over it with gray, and it looks okay.
Okay.
That's why I'm wearing a lot of gray today, because I just felt like it.
Let the record show that Simone's wearing gray today.
They can see. She's right here.
Yeah. No, so that's literally the most interesting thing. That I could talk about my computer hell month. It happened again. I had to tweet.
Yeah, very, very briefly, but yes.
Computer Hellman.
Yes, this has been Computer Hell Month 2K16.
Beautiful.
2K16 edition.
Yeah, so my computer started shutting down. This is like the most boring story. But my computer started shutting down randomly. I sent it to the shop. They thought they fixed it. It shut down again. I went back to the shop for another week, and they sent it back saying they couldn't find the problem. And so I've just been living with like an okay computer that may or may not die. And then it got water damaged. And they're like, you could either hope that your battery is the only thing that's affected, or if anything else is corroded, you're going to have to pay $750 to repair your computer. And I'm like, no. So, yeah, this has been a really shitty month.
So that's kind of happened to me, but like at a longer span of time. Like I keep sending it back like every few months. It sounded like it was like
One time-
every few days with you.
One time, also in February, if I recall correctly, I had to spend 6 hours straight in the Apple Store recovering my hard drive by hand, like files individually in all of my hard drive.
How did you like reach inside and were like,
No.
how?
Transferred them to an external.
Oh, okay.
But like the hard drive was like destroyed, so
Busted.
like if you tried to just do it all at once, then it would just stop when it found a corrupted file. I had to go through all of them and then stop the moment a file was corrupted that I tried to transfer and just pray it wasn't an important file, and then just keep going for 6 hours. It was bad. Like the coworkers were like, "Yo, we have coffee in the back if you want it." And I was like, "Oh god." So
yeah. Oh, Apple products are very, very. I don't know which adjective I was about to use there.
I don't know.
they're like over. Like there are things that are just
Overpriced,
as
you
good.
know, the whole planned obsolescence, which I view.
Yeah.
Is it, though?
I think it is.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
It keeps going through all these phones and laptops like it's no big deal, even though it's like tons of money.
But like,
That's the plan, right?
I've
Didn't
had
you
my
have a new-
laptop for like 4 years.
Okay, yeah, I've had
fine.
my laptop for 4 years, but like it has not been fine. It's been like on and off. And, like
mine too, actually.
I don't know. And like I keep hearing news about the new iPhone like every few months, which is crazy that they just keep hauling these out every year.
Dude,
I
apparently-
guess that's how technology, the tech industry works.
Well,
but,
yeah, that has a lot to do with the fact that we
Yeah.
can develop that quickly as well.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
But are the different iterations, are they different enough to warrant a new product?
I don't think so. And also,
well,
like,
I think the reason that phones come out so very quickly too is that people's contracts expire more quickly than like they expire regularly enough that it makes sense to put out a new phone regularly because you could just get a
Okay.
new contract with a new phone.
I didn't think of that.
I hate
Well,
it
yeah.
though. Because it's like, it's not necessary. And like I worked at Google for a summer, and so I had a lot of friends that worked at Apple. Apparently, it's the same thing at Google too when they're like developing new phone. Like they work super fucking hard just to like, ow, that's muscle spasm. Sorry, everyone.
You okay? Do we need like a EMS here? Or?
My muscle just spazzed out. Okay. So, like, they work super hard to reach those deadlines, and they just, like, kill themselves, basically, like, just, like, working like dogs. And it's, like, end of the day, it's just that you can have a phone every year that, like, isn't really necessary, like, and, like, isn't... It's not, like, life-threatening to not have that phone, but they work so hard. Just, like, chill. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like they're adding features that we didn't even know we needed, I guess.
Yeah.
Like extended press does stuff apparently on the newest iPhone.
Oh, that's cool.
I
Well, that's the
pressure
thing.
pressing.
Yeah.
That's like in theory cool, but I can't see when that would be
Yeah.
like applicable.
Wait, what do they use that for?
It's like applicable for some things. I have it. It's like the thing is that it's one of those things that is kind of cool. Like you can like on Snapchat be like you like
Right.
hold it down and you can like see different things, or like on your messages you instead of like if I don't want like I have read receipts, but a lot of the times I will instead of reading the message I'll like use this to pop it out and it doesn't mark it as read. Yeah. And so that
You're cheating the system
Yeah.
by saying you haven't read it. Okay.
Yeah, I like have all
Wow.
the books. I'm like, oh, I have read receipts. Like, no one else has read receipts because they're too like embarrassed to
And
have
now you
them.
can
Like, but I've-
you can lie
yeah,
about it. Be like, oh yeah, sorry, I didn't read your text
Yeah,
message.
exactly.
You fucking did, you asshole.
Yeah, I probably
That's like,
shouldn't have
this
told
is
you
old.
that.
This is old. This
Oh,
is old.
God.
Oh my god, I'm so out of the loop with this shit.
Yeah.
Like read
I have a
receipts?
fucking no,
With-
no, with the extended touch thing. I have
that
a
was like
fucking
the big
5C.
That was like that was the big thing.
They don't
like-
make the
I love
5C
it.
anymore.
I love knowing when people ignore me though, because then I can harass them about it.
Yeah.
So that's the best thing about read receipts. And then I can do the thing where like I only half read it. I just like look at the little notification that I'm like I'm not answering, and then they don't answer and I get really angry.
Well, no, because if you do read receipts, you can only see, like, people will see when you are ignoring them.
Yeah,
You-
yeah.
You can't see when they're ignoring you.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I love when other people have read receipts.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
same,
yeah.
same. Oh, I think everyone appreciates other people have reading receipts, but, like, you have to be, like, I don't know, brave to do it because, like, now they know exactly when you read it and, like, it's so...
See, this is not a thing I think about too much for some reason.
Dude, turn on your read receipts then. Let's see you do it. Come on. No.
I think I do. I don't know. Do I? I
I
don't even know. I don't even know what the setting is.
I think actually you do have them on.
Probably.
Yeah, I think you're
You want
one
me
of
to
the
check?
good
Let's
ones.
check. The part of the podcast where everyone takes out their cell phone.
Yeah.
Yes.
You do have them.
boy.
But
Yeah,
you
you do.
You probably don't cheat the system like I do.
I guess
You're
not.
usually
Yeah.
pretty quick at responding though. Like I know. Okay, I know that like when you don't respond, it's because you're busy. Like I trust you enough.
Yeah, and I try to at least say like, "Hey, sorry, can't respond right now. I'm busy."
Yeah.
Because that to me that's just like a courteous thing to do.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I do that.
Because I hate people don't do that.
I do that.
Not, I wasn't trying to plan anything. I
Okay.
think you two are fine. The two other people in this room.
I don't do that to everyone, but I
Yeah.
will do that sometimes.
Have you been following the San Bernardino? Did I say it wrong? God damn it.
San Bernardino?
Bernardino, yeah. And Tim Cook released that letter saying,
Oh,
did you not read that?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
So they have the iPhone of the shooter, or one of the shooters, and they're a couple.
Oh, the encryption, yeah.
Yeah, the encryption, yeah.
Yeah.
And Apple, the FBI is asking Apple to, basically unlock the phone. And Tim Cook's saying, we can't give the FBI that power because then, where do we stop? Slippery slope, so-and-so.
Right.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
As a ECE major,
Yeah.
or like CS, whatever, it's like my automatic response to that is like, yeah, obviously, like it's encrypted for a reason. Like once you give one person access, you give everyone access. But
Yeah.
like I know that like it is a weird topic because it's like, oh, but if there's like life-saving information on there,
Right, because
Yeah.
I'm sure there are other situations where Apple must have, been asked to do this for like other crimes that
Yeah.
aren't as prolific as this one.
Yeah, and I think that actually, like they've been asked before, and they actually just made it, I think a couple weeks ago, illegal for state governments to do what the FBI is doing. Like it's illegal now for state governments
okay.
to ask
Yeah.
companies to like unlock or like unencrypt or put a backdoor in your
Yeah.
encryption or whatever.
Yeah.
Because like this whole, I don't know, I forget what they did, but they ruled it like unconstitutional.
Sure, that makes sense.
I don't know.
Man, what do we do then?
You just,
Civil
Yeah.
liberties. It's always like a...
it's like I don't like thinking about this stuff because it's too hard to think about, and then my brain hurts, and it's like, I'm privileged enough that I don't have to deal with it.
Okay, let's talk about something dumber then.
Yeah, that's good.
we saw-
No, I'm sorry. No. We should talk about that. I'm just, oh God, I'm so
No, we
lazy.
should, but like, I don't think we're qualified to talk about it in
Okay.
depth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know what we are qualified to talk about?
Poop and penises.
Well, there's that. But you and I, Simone, I don't think you've seen it yet, but we
no,
saw.
I haven't seen like any movies
We
since
saw.
I went to Sundance.
Yeah, we saw. Oh yeah, Simone and I went to Sundance Film Festival. So good.
It was great.
Fran, you and I,
Yeah.
Philip people, we saw
Guardians.
Deadpool. No, we saw Deadpool. Do you not know what movie you just saw?
That's me.
Oh
Me.
boy. Yeah. Just without talking too much about it, did you like it?
Yeah, I thought it was a really good parody of Spider-Man. I thought they did a really good job. I think.
Parody of Spider-Man.
Wasn't it just a Spider-Man parody?
No.
You know,
He had a red
nothing.
suit and was a
No,
Marvel
they're different.
superhero.
He's a different superhero.
Right, but he's a
Is he Marvel or DC?
Marvel.
Okay.
Marvel. Yeah, he's Marvel. Like he's the whole.
It's not a Spider-Man parody. What are you
It's
talking
like
about?
Spider-Man, Deadpool. They both have 2 syllables. I thought that's what they were going.
Spider-Man.
X-Men.
Spider-Man is
X-Men
3
is 2
syllables,
syllables.
first of all.
Yeah, that's true.
Count your syllables, man.
Yeah, but they both have red and black suits. Like they
No,
both.
but one's red and
Spider-Man
blue.
is red and blue.
Oh shit.
Wait, are you being
eyes.
serious or just joking right now?
I'm doing the goof.
I don't really trust you.
I saw.
What overlaps do you see between Deadpool and Spider-Man besides the BS ones you just gave me?
They both have white eyes, like in their suits, right? Yes.
Yes, they have white eyes, but like,
and they're both acted
Isn't
by.
Deadpool canonically bisexual?
I believe it's omnisexual.
Omnisexual.
Yeah.
No, what? But
Okay, which superhero should he be with?
have you seen the movie?
No.
Okay.
I want him to be with Spider-Man, though.
Can you like clarify what omnisexual means first of all?
I've only heard that in, like, Torchwood, which means, like...
Captain Jack, Harkness,
But in that context, it just meant you would have sex with everybody regardless.
with anything with a pulse, basically.
Yeah, basically, that had, like,
And
sentience.
genitalia.
That had sentience and genitalia and the ability to consent.
Yeah.
Like he was attracted and.
Like, if it was, like, a hot alien, he'd fuck it.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't really know what context that means in the Deadpool universe, because, like, I mean, I guess the Marvel universe does include aliens and shit, but, like,
Yeah.
I don't know what that would mean for Deadpool. Because he works in Hell's Kitchen, right?
In the context of
Deadpool.
Literally,
Literally.
none of us know anything about Deadpool. This is terrible.
I haven't seen
I think it was New
the
York.
movie.
You've
And I
seen
know-
Fran. You've seen the movie, and you think it's a fucking Spider-Man parody.
I was making a joke.
I
No,
didn't-
you weren't.
You were going with it for so long that, like,
I don't trust you.
assumed you were telling the truth.
I was thinking about this. I think a lot of people think I'm dumber than I am, and I think that I'm cool with that.
Fran,
because
you're
I
not
like being
stupid.
that.
You're not dumb.
Like being that character. Oh, I
might be incompetent
I'm
at some
pretty-
points, but I wouldn't call you stupid.
I wouldn't say I'm stupid.
Like we were late to Deadpool because you had to eat your burrito.
Yeah, we weren't. Wait a second. We got there 10 minutes early. I don't know if that's late.
Okay, we were there later than I hoped we would be.
Yeah, true.
Because we had a party of people.
Yeah.
And we split up because one of our friends had to drive you back to your place so you could eat a burrito.
I had
and
a
the rest
burrito.
of us, we were sitting like next to you, just watching you eat this burrito.
Am I supposed to
like
not eat
small
a burrito?
bites?
With a knife and a fork. I was just cutting it up, and oh, it was so good though.
Bring the burrito with you, man.
But you can't.
Wait, where did you see the
in the
movie?
car, waterfront.
Waterfront.
We had a
Oh,
ride though. We had a car ride. We didn't take the bus.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was dope.
Yeah.
We saw it in full
Where does Deadpool
2D
live?
normal experience.
Yeah. Where does Deadpool live?
I'm looking it up.
I assume he lives like just.
The Marvel universe.
Everyone lives in New York,
Yeah,
basically.
everyone in Marvel. Yeah.
At one point, he was in Morocco.
Well, that's not where the movie
Great
took
facts.
place.
But wait. The thing about but in the movie,
Yes.
I don't think in the movie he's omnisexual.
I just
no,
wanted-
not in the movie. No.
I guess, or maybe he is, but we just only see him with that one with like that girl.
Yeah. Yeah,
Maybe
that's
he
interesting.
is.
You know what? My dad texted me about the movie because he just saw it last night. And
Yeah.
my dad watching the trailers. He thought he was going to hate it. He just thought it was like very crude humor. But his review was pleasantly surprised. lots of humorous violence. Well acted, good movie. Thumbs up.
Can we make that a segment on this podcast? Just your dad.
My dad.
It's the Mr. Compendio review hour.
Yeah. Oh boy. It won't even be like him talking. It'll just be like me reading his text messages in like a robotic voice.
Just like no voice to text, all of his text. Yes.
Yeah, but the thing is, this movie has been making bank. Dude.
Oh yeah, no, it's been
Too much
insane.
bank.
Yeah, it's been like breaking all these records.
Yeah.
So
Which
now,
I honestly I don't get, but
huh?
well, not that I don't get. I get because I loved it, but for me, I thought like, oh, I appreciate it because I'm like smart and it's smart jokes but not.
Were the
rest of
jokes smart?
population- some of them were.
I thought some of them were. Yeah.
Like the credits in the beginning were like, I know it's kind of smart. Like the writers, like by the writer, like the real heroes, the writers. I was like, oh, that's like a haha. I chuckled because the writers are writing this, so that they're obviously going to call themselves.
Okay,
real
I don't
heroes.
think that was smart humor. It was like. It's like directed by some asswipe who gets paid too much. Like that's
Yeah,
that's
that
not
was
cerebral humor.
It's just yeah.
But like the whole like breaking the fourth wall and but spoilers, Deadpool likes to break the fourth wall.
I'm more than aware of the basic tenets of Deadpool.
So that in that opening sequence, you see like it's like slow motion, like all these macro images,
my
and you
God,
see a Green Lantern trading card.
Oh, I missed that. Oh,
It was
that's
pretty
bad.
obvious.
Oh no, I remember that, like in the wallet.
Yeah. So like that was something that was a little more subtle. I wouldn't call it smart, but it was definitely like it. maybe it was in your face because it was like very prominently there, but
It was one of those things where the jokes, I think they did a good job. I think maybe the people that wrote it are really good at being funny because they weren't like some of them were like dick jokes, but like
right.
they weren't.
But there's a difference between like like Adam Sandler
Yeah.
dick jokes and like I don't know, like This Is the End, James Franco, Seth Rogen dick jokes, which I like a little more. Honestly, 'cause, like, no, have you seen This Is the End?
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was. Yeah,
The Seth Rogen
yeah.
vehicle.
Yeah, when they're the vehicle. Yeah, when they're playing themselves. I'm like,
Well,
there
they're
was a
playing
lot of
very
like,
extreme versions of themselves.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, you'd be
Except
surprised
for
how
Michael
real
Cera.
that movie was. Except, yeah, Michael Cera was pretty exaggerated, but
No, he's pretty. I don't
Yeah.
know. I've hung out with Michael Cera. I think he toned
we
it down a
roomed
little bit for
together.
that movie. Yeah.
But there's something about like you know, like the.
Me too.
There's something about like the way they approach crude humor that I think is a little smarter than I think like like Adam Sandler getting peed on by a deer in Grown Ups 2 or something like that.
Yeah.
Or like anything that Kevin James does in the movies these days, or like he ran through a glass window or something like that. He ran through a glass door. I don't know. It's very hard to classify.
It's like I think the reason one of the reasons the movie made so much money is because like the jokes like appeal to like so many people. Like there was like those ones that like I was like, oh, that was a smart joke, nice, and then also like
there's also the fact that like February usually is like a kind of a dumping ground for movies. Like
January more so, but yes,
February
too.
January especially, but February too. So like the biggest movie they had to compete with was I think 50 Shades of Grey. That was like the main movie whose records they
Kung Fu
smashed.
Panda 3. Which was
Absolutely.
really
It's great. That was last year.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like in general,
Like,
like
yeah,
like
when it
February?
comes to record breaking.
Yeah. Zoolander 2 came out the same day as Deadpool.
Zoolander 2 came out?
Yeah, it's out.
That's amazing that I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow.
No one's talking about it.
I heard,
Nobody's talking.
Yeah, no one's talking about it. I have one friend who saw it, and he said it was okay.
It was okay.
Oh man.
He said that he
sucks.
hated Kyle Mooney in it, which made me really sad.
Oh, I love Kyle Mooney.
I love Kyle Mooney.
I loved him. This was like pre SNL days when he was just on
Yeah.
Good Neighbor.
Oh, yeah,
that's some
no,
good
I
stuff.
Yeah, I'm more than aware
boy.
of his work.
Yeah, but like everyone's trying to kind of get on the R rating bandwagon now.
Well,
I wouldn't say that.
No one yet. I mean, this
Really?
happened.
Well, definitely Fox. Like they're like
Well, yeah, I can see that. I feel like Fox would be more open to that than.
yeah, the next Wolverine movie is probably going to be rated R. They
Yeah.
said.
They said that already? Like
Yeah.
after this
I think
happened?
they're just trying to attract a different clientele than a lot of the other superhero movies. too.
Right.
'Cause,
Yeah.
like, there's only so much you can do.
Right. I saw a Facebook
Yeah.
post that's like,
You're right.
oh, everyone's saying this is the first rated R superhero movie, but there's like fucking Blade and Watchmen and like all that stuff. But those are very different movies
Those
than
are very
Deadpool.
different. Yeah, and did they do as well?
Not as well as Deadpool.
Yeah, did they even do well? Is the question.
like
think Watchmen's okay.
enough.
Yeah, I think
like
Watchmen
well
did
enough.
okay.
Yeah, I mean Blade did well enough to get 2 more sequels.
Yeah,
I hate Blade. At least the movies. I don't know.
The general rule, I think, is you spend half as much as you did making the movie as you do to advertise it. So once you
Right.
have like, or is it twice? Or is it like the same amount?
What,
I don't know the
serious?
exact.
Yeah,
They spend like double as much as they made the movie, like marketing it usually.
they can.
Yeah, marketing is usually
Marketing is
insane.
crazy difficult.
Yeah.
Which is why when
Holy
you
crap.
see like movies that just made their box off, like their budget back, it's like
Right.
they're not going to make a sequel because it didn't make money.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. You got to turn a profit there.
Yeah.
But so James Gunn, who directed Guardians of the Galaxy, he was kind of bad mouthing this review that was about Deadpool. That was saying, yeah, Deadpool was willing to make fun of itself and make fun of Marvel, which Marvel Studios would never be able to do. And James Gunn's like, bullshit.
Yeah.
Iron Man did that. Ant-Man did that. I fucking did that in Guardians. And he said that his fear is that studios will look at the box office receipts and like all the records that it's getting and say, now we just had to make more rated R superhero movies instead of making original superhero movies, which Deadpool was.
Well, I mean, it might just. You might. I don't know. I think that what will probably happen is that they'll be a little bit more open to things that aren't for
Right.
children.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Because, like, every single movie is marketed to teenagers. Like, that's the prime demographic is, like, younger people.
Yeah, and like the thing about why this is a different case than like Blade or Watchmen or something like that is that I think there's more overlap between people who would see X-Men and people who see Deadpool, whereas like I don't think the same overlap.
No,
is.
I think also a lot of it has to do with the fact that it's actually interesting. Like the fact
Sure,
that,
yeah.
Watchmen's
that's an opinion.
Watchmen. I didn't see it. I've
Okay.
seen like 6 movies. But like.
I'm not really into Simone.
I hate movies, but let me talk about them.
But
Wait,
I was gonna say, like, Watchmen struck me as like
are you in
deep,
this film club?
emotional, mental anguish. Shut up. Like struck me as like a lot more about like being like emotionally draining and like mental anguish, and less of like a fun time and meant to be like thought provoking, which is so difficult to do, which is why it wasn't as successful.
Right.
But like Deadpool just seemed like a fun time, which is infinitely more interesting to people who
Wait till you get a load
might
of
not
this
be
guy.
super
Was the
into the
tagline.
Marvel universe, but would really want to see a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good
No,
movie.
I agree with you.
It was
It
a
has a
good movie.
wider appeal, definitely. There are some movies where they write a movie intending to be rated R, but the studio thinks that PG-13 will get a better box office
They tried to
result,
do
so
that
they-
with Herbie Fully Loaded. Did you not know that?
Are
No.
you-
Wait, was Herbie Fully
Leonard-
Loaded meant to be
Thomas
R?
Leonard and Ben Garant. They're wonderful and they're hilarious, and they
Yeah.
made The State and they made Rita 911. They're
Yeah.
great.
One's one of my favorite TV
But
shows
they,
ever.
yeah. So they wrote Herbie Fully Loaded, and they were like, yeah, it was about like this kid saw his mom die in that car, and that's why it was possessed. And then it got picked up by Disney, and then
Oh, boy.
Lindsay
That's
Lohan
not
got
the story.
attached.
Yeah.
So like they wrote the first draft, and then it changed a lot by the time.
Was that meant to be
Disney-
rated R or 13?
It was meant to be more than PG.
Okay.
For sure. But Thomas Leonard and Ben Garant don't. I mean, they wrote Night at the Museum as well.
Okay.
So I guess they write PG stuff. But like,
yeah, like family
like that
fare.
was like supposedly the original background for that. I remember them talking about it on some podcasts. Like
Oh, that's
that was
cool.
like their headcanon.
Yeah. 'Cause I'm thinking movies like, the fourth Die Hard was like meant to be rated R, but they cut a lot of blood and violence on. They made it PG-13. On the other hand, do you remember the movie Snakes on a Plane? Or hearing about it?
I never saw it, but I'm aware.
I've
of
never
it.
seen that fucking shit either. But like,
famous.
so Snakes on a Plane. Once the title came out, and the fact that Samuel L. Jackson
Yeah.
was the star of it,
And I think it's keep going.
it gained a lot of internet hype. And because of that hype, they decided to do reshoots. This was like a PG-13 script, and then they're like, you know what? Let's add like more blood and tits in it and make it rated R. That's
amazing.
As
Just
a
what you need,
response.
right?
Yeah, just like add like gratuitous,
Let it be
like
known that I made a massive eye roll.
exploitative, yeah, just like add more of that stuff, and we'll make it rated R, and it'll be a big hit. And it bombed.
Yeah.
But
It was
wasn't-
not a good box office return.
I remember like when I was like a kid.
Yeah.
When did that come out?
10 years ago.
10 years ago.
Yeah.
So I was
I just remember
like, I guess
the internet
26.
jokes.
No, so
Yeah.
exactly. I remember like that one
I
quote.
don't
Like that
want
one
this
quote.
motherfucking
Yeah.
snakes on these motherfucking planes.
Yeah, that's all I know about that movie.
That's all I know.
Samuel Jackson saying that and like chopping a snake's head
And
off.
that like it became one of those like shitty memes that people pass around where they just I don't want this motherfucking
Yeah.
X on this motherfucking
Yeah,
Y.
yeah.
Right. And
Memes.
still with us
Oh
today.
yes, memes. That's a fine vintage.
Well,
I
that's
hate that shit.
that's
I
like the
hate
other side
white
of that.
text.
Like people take
Nonsense.
like the studios will take PG-13 scripts and needlessly add rated R stuff just to bump up the rating and hopefully like cross their fingers for a better box office return. That's like the bad side of it.
Exactly. Which might happen. Because
Which
of
makes no
more.
sense because less people can see it if it's rated R.
Exactly. Yeah, it's
So-
just but they see Deadpool. Oh, Deadpool's successful. Let's just do the same thing that they did. You
Okay,
know,
but
that's
there's
like-
always people who do that. Like, there's always, like, rip-offs, and
Yeah.
a lot of that has to do with, like, the moment somebody buys the rights, they, like, make a knockoff of it, which is why there's
Yeah,
often
yeah.
two scripts at the same time, because two companies tried to buy the same script, and then it didn't work.
White House Down and Olympus Has
Oh,
Fallen.
yeah.
No Strings Attached, and the other one.
Friends Benefits.
Yes. I remember Ashton
Which one had
Kutcher.
JT?
Ashton Kutcher.
Oh, yeah, which
it
one
was
had
in No
Ashton
Strings
Kutcher?
Attached, and I remember
Yeah.
him being like, yeah, I got the script, and the title page was just really, like, I was like, oh, that's an interesting title. Apparently it was originally called Fuck Buddies. So,
man.
supposedly he was just like, oh, Fuck Buddies, what's this thing about? And then took the role.
Well, I don't know if either of those movies were good, so I haven't seen either.
I saw Friends with Benefits.
Yeah.
It was a very feel-good rom-com.
I hate rom-coms.
Yeah.
Okay, I know I just rolled my eyes at the concept of violence, but I love violence, and I love...
Yeah.
I just love...
Balance is cool.
Yeah. Everything I write is incredibly violent and weird.
I know. I have read things that you have written.
Wait, what?
The last play I wrote is about a bunch of drunkards. I don't know why I'm telling you this story. But I'm currently trying to write a 10-minute play to submit to festivals about, like, a bunch of drunkards in a room together. And one of them comes up, just runs in with a bloody axe, not remembering why they got it in the first place.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Is this resolved by the end of the 10 minutes?
More or less. The idea is that she may or may not have accidentally entered a cult. Eddie Furlong. I literally said it in 1997 to make jokes about Heaven's Gate and Eddie Furlong, and nobody in the room understood those jokes, and I was like, fuck.
I don't get what Heaven's Gate is. I keep hearing about that.
So Heaven's Gate was a cult.
Yeah.
It was a very sci-fi heavy cult. A lot of stuff about science, like fake science. And it got in the news because, like, all these people lived in a mansion together. They paid, like, $7,000 a month to live there, like 30 of them. And then the leader was like, the Hale-Bopp Comet is coming, and there's going to be a...
The what?
Hale-Bopp. I think Hale-Bopp is called? Something like that. A comet. An important comet is coming by, and there's a spaceship behind it, and we're all going to be on it.
Yeah.
So they all killed themselves by poisoning themselves, covering themselves in plastic. And they all wore, like, the same outfit, like black and white Nikes, and covered themselves in purple shrouds. And they all had $5.75 in their pocket. $5 for, like, the transfer fee, and then quarters to call their families after the fact. And they all died except for one of them, and they all, like, went in rounds, and it, like, was, like, a national news story. It was, like, a big deal.
Holy fuck.
Yeah,
Man,
it's
I
just
don't know about this.
March 1997.
So to that person who didn't die, is he like, fuck, I fucked up?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure only one person didn't die, because they, like, you know, everybody else had to, like, the second group had to watch the first, and then the third had to watch the second to make sure they died, and so on and so forth.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, I made jokes about that, and nobody understood what the fuck I was talking about. And I asked them, and they were like, "I thought you said it in 1997 just so you could have a landline." And I was like, "No, no."
Boy.
Oh, apparently the Heaven's Gate survivor killed themselves. Yay!
Well,
I mean, they messed up the first time. Hey! Well, okay, no. Out of all the suicide jokes I've heard and tried, that was probably the best one.
That's fair.
I'm turning this car around. Oh, my God.
But yeah, no.
Oh, yeah, Deadpool, guys. Oh, what a movie.
Yeah.
I like Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds apparently hijacked an interview with Hugh Jackman. And
Yeah,
asked him
I saw
questions.
that.
I saw that.
When?
Do you ever age?
When did he?
Like
last week.
Yeah, something
That,
like
but
that.
see, that's the thing. Is he like? Is this like some ARG? Like he's like Deadpool now? Like, because that's what Deadpool will do.
I think it's just
you know?
him being him. He's
I mean, like
Ryan
Robert
Reynolds.
Downey Jr. does that shit, like when his movies come out, like just dumb publicity
Yeah.
things like that.
Yeah.
It's just a very
It's a
Ryan
thing
Reynolds thing
people
to
do.
say.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that. The other,
Yeah, I fucked her.
Wait, what's your favorite Ryan Reynolds movie?
I don't know any Ryan Reynolds movies.
You like Ryan Reynolds, but you don't know.
I like him as a person. He seems nice. I have no reason to hate him.
I met him. He's a cool guy.
He was in... What have I seen?
You hang out with him and Sarah.
I mean,
Michael Cera?
yeah. Michael Cera is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But
He was in
Ryan
Turbo.
Reynolds kind of
Do you remember the movie Turbo?
chill.
About
That's
the snail
the snail
who wanted to speed
one,
race?
right? Yeah.
Oh my
That
god,
looks
I do.
Awful. I saw Adventureland. That was alright. I don't know if I finished that movie.
I forgot he was in it.
What's Adventureland?
It's this movie starring
Jesse Eisenberg
Jesse
and
Eisenberg
Kristen Stewart.
Yeah.
They work at a theme park,
Oh,
which is
Kennywood.
Kennywood,
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, it's
yeah.
not Kennywood in the movie, but they
Harold
filmed it
and
at
Kumar go to the
Kennywood.
Right.
Haircast.
Oh, yeah,
I've
is it
seen
called
like
Adventureland?
nothing Ryan Reynolds is in.
There's a movie Buried where the entire movie is just him buried in like a coffin.
Oh, it's Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah,
I remember that movie.
I'm gonna see. Is it good?
I've never seen it.
All right.
It doesn't sound very good.
I have a list of movies.
I mean,
to
that
watch.
sounds pretty like claustrophobic and intense and like unique
But, like,
and interesting.
How would they... I struggle to see how they would show a guy buried for an hour and a half.
Well, he's on his phone. And he's like, "Hey, get me out of here!" and buried.
Do you think they
Coffin.
actually buried him for like his method acting?
They did this in.
Do you think he?
No.
Do you think he?
Tom
buried
Cruise would
himself?
do that, but not Ryan Reynolds.
Tom Cruise would do that.
Tom Cruise has done everything.
Tom Cruise is insane.
He's insane.
He's
Yeah.
not real.
He's like blindingly bright when it comes to optimism.
But like the thing is, like he'll be doing all these crazy stunts, like to the extent where he's going to do something fucking crazy. And I just won't care. It's like, oh, it's just Tom Cruise, just like just being himself again. Oh, Tom Cruise, he's in space right now. Oh, that's cool. Good for him. I hope the movie's good. You know,
Yeah.
I'm so fucking tired of this.
Yeah.
It's not even impressive anymore. It's just like, oh, no.
I learned today about how
I'm joking.
What was it in the new Quentin movie?
Quentin
Hateful
Tarantino,
Eight.
Hateful Eight.
Hateful
Kurt
Eight.
Russell destroyed an antique guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
They failed to switch it with the replica.
Yeah.
Which leads me to question, why did they have the real one there in the first place?
I'm pretty sure that Tarantino was like about it. Like I think he did that on purpose.
Yeah.
And it's just like that's hilarious.
He definitely realized it in the middle of the take, and but the take was just so good. Like, oh, you just gotta keep going.
yeah.
Yeah, apparently, what's the name of the girl who played Daisy Dahmer?
Jennifer Jason Leigh.
Yes, she apparently had to learn how to play guitar on set for that movie.
Cool.
She did a good job.
Yeah, no, I really like that movie.
Yeah,
That's a movie I still haven't seen.
I struggle with Quentin Tarantino. I've told you this a bunch of times, Chris, but
Yeah.
because his films are part of a dialogue, and he expects you to know so much of the dialogue that happened before the movie. So, but you don't, because you're not him. So, you'll see people who laugh. Whether or not his use of charged language is acceptable or not is not for me to say.
Sure.
But he uses it for a reason, to make a statement on race and gender. And there are so many people in this world who just totally ignore that and just laugh at the use of the N-word, feeling like they got their money's worth, because it's still like a fun, exciting movie, even though the tones in that film can be incredibly complex at times. And that happens with a lot of his work, is that when you don't have the prior knowledge you need to understand the themes in his movie, you just kind of come away with the wrong thing, you know?
I guess that's fair.
I saw his interview with him, and I think he's called Sway in the Morning.
Sure.
Yeah,
He interviews people, and he's black, and most of I think like the people that he works with are like black, or there's a couple Latinos. But he brought that up. He was like you really use the N-word a lot, and it was I was like, fuck, I'm so happy I'm not like Quentin Tarantino right now, because Tarantino was like. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, back then that's how they spoke, and he was defending himself and saying why. And I was just and then in the end he was yeah, okay, that makes sense. But I was just fuck,
yeah,
I would hate to be.
But yeah, I don't know. It still is a little weird.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about that, really. Except I like
it
this
was
movies.
good, though. I saw the 70mm Roadshow.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that
I got
was
the program
fun. Yeah,
and
me
everything.
too. Yeah. Intermission. Got to get some snacks and
Yeah, I was talking to this
bathroom break. Talk about the movie in the middle of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's why I did it, too, is he wants people to talk.
No trailers. Slightly wider field of vision, you know.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
It was gorgeous. A
very good looking movie.
Oh yeah, no, I just love mountains and all those shots of the horses. I was like, those are so pretty. And even though I don't really like horses that much, they seem fine. I'm not opposed, but I was like, this is beautiful.
Yeah, for sure.
It was just great.
Yeah, he's still intending to retire after making 10 films, and this is his 8th.
Well, yeah. He says that a lot.
Is it gonna be like a Miyazaki thing where he says he's retiring and then he retires and then he comes back 3 months later?
I don't know.
Surprise.
Well, he's said this for a while. I think he just is afraid of being old and making movies, because you see people make movies into their old age and they're never as good.
Oh yeah, he said
wants
that
to end
explicitly.
on a high note.
Right.
Yeah. What if his
That's
10th
what he
movie isn't good
says.
enough?
They'll make an 11th.
Make an 11th. Yeah. I remember there was this.
It's really not that good so far. So.
Yeah, Hateful Eight almost wasn't made. It was supposed to just be a table read, wasn't it?
It was a table. He almost didn't make it because the script was leaked.
I could have sworn that, no, I thought the way that went was, he was only going to have, a table read of it, and it was just so positively received that he decided to make a movie with it.
That's part of the story. So the entire thing was he wrote the script that he really liked. He had a number of people he wanted in the movie, sent it to, agents and stuff like that of those actors.
Yeah.
I think it was Bruce Dern's agent who accidentally somehow leaked it online. I believe Gawker released it, and Tarantino was just so pissed off. He was like, "I'm not gonna make this movie. You guys ruined it." Blah 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 blah. And then he had the table read, and then the response was so good enough that he decided to revise the ending, and then he made the movie. So it almost wasn't made because of Gawker, who I think Tarantino sued.
The ending did kind of bother me a little bit because, like,
right,
a little. Like, I just kind of, I've just heard stories where people get that badly injured and they still live.
right.
So I was like, oh, it was pretty cool though. It was a cool movie.
Yeah, no, I
liked it.
I'm sorry.
I'm slightly emetophobic, so like the most violent moments, I was like, eh. But
Wait,
like,
what phobic?
like vomiting.
Oh,
I don't like vomiting. I don't like vomit humor.
gotcha.
It's just.
There was some of that in the
like,
movie.
I can't.
Oh god.
Yeah.
What's
There's plenty
interesting?
of that.
I forget his name. Greg something.
I
Greg
wanted that coffee pot though in the movie. It was like blue with speckles.
Look at those.
Oh, that's
Greg Nicotero.
Yeah. What
He's
about him?
worked on many zombie fiction, including The Walking Dead. He's like one of the main guys behind the TV show. He got second billing in Hateful Eight because apparently his special effects, his gore special effects, were just so prominent in the movie that he got second billing after winning directed by Quentin Tarantino. So good on you, Greg.
Nice.
And your
This is a
disgusting
shout-out.
gore effects. Oh, Jesus.
Can we have like regular shout outs to like FX people?
Yeah, Greg, if you're listening to this right now.
We love you.
S/O. Greg.
Yeah. Let's see what other topics we got here.
Grego.
Let's see.
But
Star
what about
Wars,
your
fuck Star Wars, Powerpuff Girls, fuck Powerpuff. I want to talk about Francisco. You wrote here on our list of topics, I look up people's wives on Google. Can you please elaborate why you typed that
Okay,
phrase?
give me a second.
Yes.
Because
We can talk about
No.
Powerpuff Girls while he thinks.
I haven't seen Powerpuff Girls, so like
I've only seen the theme song, which was cool and very Riot Girl, but like I heard the show was like, eh.
oh, they've already started.
I don't know. I don't know if they have. They like released like bits of it.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
clips
really?
and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I hear it's like really like it's true to the old style, but also like modernized. Like they're doing a good job with like the art
It
style.
looks very Cal Arts, like every
What's
other
Cal Art? What do you mean?
California Institute of Arts,
I
like
don't
where a lot of
okay.
animators go.
Yeah.
And they always end up at Cartoon Network.
oh, okay.
So that's my 2 cents. But
Yeah.
yeah,
that like extended theme song music video though.
that was cool.
So cool.
It was very Riot Girl, like I
Yes, very right, girl.
said.
Hey, Fran, why do you look up people's wives?
Okay, so
What do you mean by people?
what?
People and the people's wives.
Yeah.
People.
I guess okay. So basically, this week, Chris was like, "Yo, what do you want to talk about on the podcast?" And I was like, "Oh, I don't really know what I want to talk about." So I started like throughout the week, whenever I was like, "Oh, wow, this is something interesting to talk about," I'd like write it down. And this was one of the things, but I didn't realize how I didn't realize it was going to be recorded until like right now. Even though I knew we were talking about it on the podcast, and that was the whole point. Now I'm realizing it's going to be recorded, so I'm not proud of it.
We can talk about people's wives.
We can talk. Okay, well, okay.
I still don't know why you like thought of this phrase in the first place. I look up people's wives on Google.
Okay, wait, really? Okay, because so
Because who doesn't look up people's wives?
Yeah.
I don't.
I don't. I'm just joking.
I'm embarrassed about this. This is not my greatest thing that I do, but like, so you know how I was talking about like how I'm not sure what I want to do with my life.
Yes.
So
Yes. Keep going.
yeah.
Keep going.
So you
We're
want
going
to do
full
people's
circle.
wives?
So I want to do people's wives. Like I want, like I just see wives, and I'm like, I think I'm just have a fetish for wives, but just people that are wifed up, but not my own wife.
Okay, now I know you're joking, and I want
Yeah.
the real truth from you.
No, so like
Fuck, that's my phone.
You suck.
broken.
What a subpar hosting job
I'm
you're
gonna
doing.
edit
right
this
now.
out.
Jeez.
I like how you're both technically hosts, and I'm just like, Chris, you're a terrible person.
Yeah.
I think I'm more like
Commentary.
I think the character I portray more as like the clueless
The clueless sidekick.
The clueless sidekick, yeah.
Yeah.
Which I'm cool with. That's like less effort on
Yeah,
my
yeah.
part to think.
You're the Morty to his
Yeah,
Rick.
no, that's
I'm the Morty. That's it.
Someone just looked at the window here, like, are they done yet?
Chris, I can be your Morty. Oh yeah, I guess we have 10 minutes.
Yeah,
okay.
10 minutes.
So
Tell me about how you look at people's wives.
I don't really know what I would do with my life.
Yes.
And I keep thinking, like, I have all these, like, different, like, I, like, go through, like, one different career per week of, like, things I want to do. Like, I remember, like, I thought about being a comedian for a while, like a stand-up comedian. I was like,
Holy
yeah,
shit.
that's what I want to do, stand-up comedian.
That was me when I was 14.
Yeah, exactly. It's these things, but
Wait,
that
are
was
you
the
funny?
week.
Fran, are you funny?
No.
I'm not a comedian, but I already know that's a dumb question.
I mean, you could be a comedian. It would just take you 10 years.
It would, yeah.
Like, you have to really care about it.
And you gotta really care about it, and, like, you gotta, like, starve a little bit.
Dane Cook didn't become Dane Cook overnight.
Oh
yeah, the great Dane Cook, star of
Listen, Dane
comedy.
Cook is great. Like, he has a
Good luck-
specific
good luck,
sex,
Chuck.
Right.
and that's great for him.
And that was great for a year.
Yeah.
Yeah. In pop culture.
Listen, he helped me get into comedians I really, really, really like, as opposed to just think they're okay.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna hate on him.
But no, like, I was like stand-up comedian. I went on that kick for a little bit. Rock star. I seriously still consider sometimes like, oh, maybe I just drop out of school and like find
Start
a
a
band.
band.
Start a band.
I'll start a
do
band.
that.
I can play guitar.
I played drums.
We're perfect.
Easy. Wow. Wait. All right. End of the podcast.
I'll be the roadie.
I'll see you guys.
You'll be the groupie.
Yeah. We'll call it.
Keep going.
Okay.
Okay, past the band.
Skip to the end.
Yeah. So band, rock star, comedian, and then video game designer or just
You're
like
such
programmer.
idols. I want to be a rock star.
I know, it's dumb. And so what I'll do is like, oh, well, I don't know, like, are these like comedians or rock stars or like you're just like, who's happiest out of all of them? Like, what career is the happiest? So I'll do all this dumb research that isn't helpful about like trying to figure out who's happy by like looking at like, you know, famous like rock stars or comedians or whatever that are like have Wikipedia pages. So I'll go on the Wikipedia page and try to like parse out. Like I'll like read like, okay, so this person like is married and has kids and like hasn't divorced 5 times, so I think that's good. And also like they haven't said that they're unhappy. And I'll be like, I'll look at like Dan, what's his name? The guy from the Black Keys, like the drummer.
Oh,
Pat Carney.
Oh, Pat Carney,
Yeah,
the other one.
and like look at like, and I know like a lot about his life just because I'm like obsessed with like finding out like, oh, is he happy or whatever.
That's so
yeah,
weird.
him and like,
Dude.
there's some. It's weird as fuck. It's dumb. It's dumb. But like
that doesn't help you at all because like you could be happy in that field even if you didn't have a wife by 25 and
yeah,
or
no,
30 or whatever, however old you want to be.
Yeah,
81.
I don't think. Yeah, the thing is,
You're on your way to your wedding at 81 when you have your kids.
Yeah, by the time anyone, and I don't even know if I want to have kids or be married, or I'm pretty sure like you know none of that actually makes you happy like by default.
May I end the podcast with this question?
Wait, I'm not done.
Well, okay, keep going.
Yeah.
I'll get the final word.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so like so I'll look up people's wives and be like, oh, like if this was my wife, would I be happy? It's like the dumbest.
Oh my god.
Oh my! But I was like, I remember I was doing this, and you know, sometimes when you're on the internet and like just doing things, you go into this like void, and you're like, you don't realize what you're doing
Every
but
day.
Yeah.
But
I like had this moment of clarity and self awareness where I stopped and I was like, what am I doing right now? I'm on like Ryan Reynolds' wife's
God.
Wikipedia page, like, oh, she's alright. Like, why am I fucking looking at this? So
I take you seriously with your sweatshirt on your head.
yeah. My final question.
Yes.
And both of you can answer this.
Oh shit.
So what truly makes you happy? Love or money?
Oh. Well, that's an easy
Bring us back to that question you had in the beginning.
Well, I mean, you need enough money to actually live comfortably, you know? So, like, it's you can't choose one over the other, you know? And also, are you defining love as a purely romantic thing, or are you talking about friendship and family?
I'd like to think it's all of those.
Okay, well, you probably need both.
I love my family. I love my friends.
Okay, well,
I don't have
we
to
were
be
talking about
married to
mainly
have
romantic.
love.
I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, like, you need like, enough to live without being like, how the fuck am I going to make it to my next paycheck?
Yeah.
And then you also, hopefully, I mean, maybe you don't. Maybe you're one of those people, and that's fine. But you need love.
Yeah.
You know?
All
think
you
that's-
need is love.
Not everybody's a Zampano.
Yeah.
Just chill.
But the thing is, I
Shut
mean,
up.
look at how talented we are. Like, we're gonna make fucking billions of dollars each. All of
High
us.
five.
Because, like, how would we
Yeah.
not do that? You know, it's hard.
Billions. It's not that hard, you
Billions.
guys.
You know, I mean, you can start a YouTube channel and make billions of
Yeah.
dollars.
Hey.
People do it all the time.
Which is a good plug.
Bad Haircut
Check out-
Productions.
Yes.
Subscribe. And with that, I think we got 5 minutes left in this sound booth, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
call it here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Love versus money. That'll be the title of the episode. Okay, I'll think of something else.
I think I have to learn how to be sarcastic, but actually get across that I'm being sarcastic, not just dumb.
We need to end the show before we get into your life problems.
Yeah.
The thumbnail. The thumbnail for this episode will
You're gonna
be
hit that out, right?
will be Ryan Reynolds' wife. Let's say.
Ryan Reynolds.
All right.
All right. Good
She said
night.
bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Wait, we need like an outro
No.
tagline. if you need a bad haircast, come to the...
That's it. That's it. That's it.
Good night, everyone.